green lights are flashing?
Yeah, they're flashing.
Okay. Okay, we went into, the board and the treasurer went into executive session at 6:57. We came out at 7:04, no action taken. And we will continue with the, what?
No, nothing.
Okay, we will continue with the agenda and have the town clerk, Sandy Harris, come on up.
I have tobacco and liquor licenses. They need to be approved if you so choose and signed. You have a first-class cabaret license to sell malt and Venus whatever beverages. And a tobacco renewal license outside. And then you have a tobacco for license for schoolhouse and a second-class license for liquor license.
Schoolhouse. Any discussion on it? Motion?
The police chief is all right with it?
I haven't discussed that with the police chief.
I make a motion that we approve the liquor and tobacco licenses for Schoolhouse and Portside. Couldn't remember the name of it.
Motion's been made and seconded that we approve the liquor license and the tobacco licenses for both the Portside and the Schoolhouse Grocery. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Ayes have it. Been passed.
You sign that. I'm going to lay this agreement with you. It's between Wyndham Regional Commission and the Town of Vernon. It's for $18,500 for work on the town planning stuff with Andy.
Okay.
And just an FYI, we had a computer crash today, and Bill Vermuth came over and
Did he come?
it's
gone.
To replace it, if we can replace the hard drive and stuff in it, will cost us $350, and then we have a 6-year-old computer that's, and he said these computers today are only rated for 3 years, so we got double our time at it already.
So where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Well, is there, you have a, don't you have a fund that, I think I missed one. I mean, like supplies or something like that, that you may have money left over at the end of the year you could request?
You also have a technology fund that's supposed to take care of the computers and things, but it wasn't funded this year, I guess. For next year, I think there's like $1,000 in it. So.
Well, I think that's something that we should look at and take care of that. You're gonna, that's your assistant's computer. She's gonna need one, isn't she not?
Yeah.
What about the information that's on there? Can they bring it out off the hard drive?
I will ask him about that.
Yeah, because there is capabilities to doing that.
He was having a hard time. He couldn't get anything to read.
Well, there is a way to get the information off that hard drive, so, you know, I think it'd be beneficial to, if he can't, then we get somebody that can, because there is a way to do that.
Is she writing in pencil?
No, it's a pen. Do we need to take care of this tonight, Sandy?
I don't think so.
Good, because it really is Mike
It's a lot of money.
Quartermuch, and yeah, let's have him take a look at it. And can I give it back to you to put in his mailbox?
Well, will he be back before the planning commission meets?
I
Comes
believe.
back on Monday.
Yeah.
Because then you have to sign it too, so. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, if he isn't, I will be in contact with him, and then I will see. If he isn't, then I'll get a hold of the board members and see what they would like to do. Maybe if he wants to, then if I get permission from the board, then I'll sign it, and we'll take care of it that way, okay?
Great, thanks.
Thank you.
And we'll ratify it at the next meeting.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay. Next up on the agenda is the ratification of the cemetery contract. The last time we had talked about that, I think that at this time, if it's all right with the rest of the board, I'm going to have Katrina call Mike Quartermash and Mike Ball and put them on conference call, because they were the two other select board members that, through the email, made the decision, so.
Sure.
I hope that isn't a busy signal.
It's raining.
Mike just fly out today? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he just flew out today.
Hi, Mike. Yeah. This is Katrina. I'm going to put you on hold while I get the other mic on the line. Sure.
Go ahead, put him on hold and do it, Dick, with it.
Hello?
Hi, Mike. This is Katrina. I'm going to conference you in with the rest of the select board.
Okay.
Hello, Mike. Mike, how are you?
They're both blinking. They're not,
Conference.
I did hit that. Let's try that again.
Are you with us?
No, they're both blinking.
I'll try putting this one on here. Well, what is going on here? Maybe they've unplugged it. I'm sorry. Good grief.
Well, we're trying to conference you in here. Hold on just a moment.
Still here.
Okay.
Yeah, it might have got unplugged today, and I'll see if it can be turned on.
It says off. Yeah, we should be able to turn it on. Not sure how to get that off of there. Let's try that again.
Good Lord. Mike, are you there?
Interference from them.
We're going to hang up and try that again. Let's put this up before we put them on. There we go. Okay, now try it.
Ready?
See if that'll work. If not, then we're going to just do it without them.
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
All right.
Okay, I've got one.
All right, let's try Mike C. No, Mike B.
No, Mike C is still there. I got Mike.
Put him on hold.
Oh, I'll try that again. Can we they both blink?
Yeah, that's him.
Do we have both of you?
No, we only have the one.
Good, and that go from us too.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike, you still there?
No.
I can hear Mike's background stuff. Yeah. Mike?
Hello?
We have Mike Quartermash, but we are having trouble connecting with Mike Ball. I'm just going to move forward with you, Mike, if that's okay.
Okay.
Anyway, as we all know, we went through the minutes. We went through the DVD, and both were not clear and did not have distinct clarification of what the contract meant or what the dates were to end for the landscaping of or the cemetery caretaker. So, based on the recommendation of the cemetery, three of us by email okayed it, and with the proof of insurance, which he has given to our treasurer, we need to ratify that decision. If we can get a motion to ratify it.
I'll make a motion that we ratify the cemetery contract.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to ratify the cemetery contract and keep lawn care as caretakers for the cemeteries for this year. Any discussion?
I just want to say that I didn't hear anything from any of the other people that were interested, so I see no reason why we shouldn't just go ahead and do it.
Okay, did you hear that, Mike?
No, I didn't.
Bobby said that he had heard nothing from anyone else that had been interested prior to, and he sees no reason to not move forward.
Okay.
So I'll call the,
Vote.
yep, for a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And those opposed? Seeing there is none, the motion's been passed. How long care is the caretaker for the cemeteries until 1st of November, 2011. But I think it's important that we put it out around August, September for bids. So, thank you, Mike.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Have a
And you
nice
as well.
vacation.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck that is. I think it was Mike's, do you know? He had so much in the background there that it might have been his. Don't know.
I'll have to play with that more.
Yeah. The Finance Committee, we only have one member so far. Oh, two? I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Martin Langeveld.
Well, Martin, I did talk to you. Yes, I did. Welcome.
They should be coming.
I think we're a little early.
Yes, we are.
Linda said she was coming anyway.
Yeah, Shane should be here.
Do you want to just accept a motion to move?
Yeah, I move that we continue with the agenda until the rest of the members get here, and then cut in when the rest of the members get here.
Okay.
Second.
It's, a motion's been made to continue on with the agenda until the Finance Committee comes in. And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. David, want to come up?
And David seems really disappointed to be finding out he's going to get out of here earlier than he thought.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Got their mail.
I was going to grab yours today, and Sandy said that she would get it for you. I should have got
I
it.
was going to go in and get it and do the bill and warrants. but I
Well, that's all right, I'm going to listen, and you can,
have
oh,
a
she's
meeting
got to Bobby.
get home.
Now, just so everybody's aware, we sent out 7 bids. We received 3 back, and I got a nice letter from another one. They don't do
Do you have an extra one? I will take an extra one, I'm sorry.
their actual set prices until June. And 2 of these are not set prices, they're actually rack prices, just so you're aware of it. The only one that did the fixed price was Sandry.
Now, who did you have last year? Didn't you have Barrows? Or
Sandry.
Sandry, I mean, yep.
Yep.
Oh, no, I was thinking Barrows.
And on the average, other than unleaded plus is only $1. The average for the other ones are $1.13 and $1.16 more. And that's set until next April.
And which one's your recommendation?
Well, if we're gonna go by the bid policy, where it's the set price. Sandry's the one that did that.
And that's all four?
Yep, all four.
Madam Chair,
Mr. Miller?
I move that we accept the bid from A.R. Sandry for the set prices for number 2 heating oil, number 3 winter blend diesel, summer diesel, and unleaded plus gasoline.
Second.
It's been, the motion's been made to accept A.R. Sandry's fixed bid for number 2 heating oil, winter number 3 blend diesel, summer diesel, and unleaded plus. Any discussion? Seeing none? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Ayes have it. It's carried.
I have talked to Sally about this, and she likes the fixed price, because she only has to go in once and do it. Should I start thinking about rack price? I mean, budget-wise, it's easier having it fixed, so everybody knows. But a lot of them are going with the rack price.
I don't know,
Of
what,
course, that can change 3 times from the time you order until they pick it up.
now, fixed means that they gotta stay at that price all year.
All year, for a
The-
full year.
And the other means that it
Up
can
and down.
fluctuate. I
It
like
can
the
go
fixed,
up from the time that you pay for it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah,
Delivery.
from one delivery, yeah.
It
Yeah.
can go down too, but
could
with what
get
we're
down.
seeing right now on the market.
And I didn't think like $1 for heating, or for unleaded gas more, and $1.13 for heating was really bad this time around.
No.
It's not the big jump we had a couple of years ago.
Right.
So, all right,
Thank you very much, Dave.
Thank
that's
you.
it.
Have a nice night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, continuing on with new old business, how about, I think that you should probably wait, we don't want to get in the middle of what you're going to say.
Mine's
And-
very short, but it needs to be an executive session, obviously, because
Okay.
it's a contractual matter.
Right, all right. The only other thing that I had for under new old, which is something that just came up, that I'd like to bring up to the select board, is foyer keys for Katrina, so that she could get in. She couldn't get in on Friday to put our, to post our agenda. She had to post them on the outside, and I noticed on this side, there was none. I think probably it blew away or whatever. Is there by any chance that we could get her, or have Sandy give her a key to the foyer doors? Because that's all that she would need, is just to get into the foyer, not anyplace else.
What's the policy on that? I mean, have the other people who were board secretaries had keys to get into the foyers?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Most
But-
of them had keys because they were employees
right.
or elected officials.
I happen to come over on Fridays to work, only nobody's here on Fridays.
Yeah, during the week, the daycare's here.
Yes,
Um,
but I can't get upstairs still. With the daycare even here, I can access in
can't.
here.
Because I did a TV interview here in this room Friday, and upstairs was open. The foyer was
Can
all
you
open.
get in from down here?
The library's here, it's open.
It was locked.
You know what, I think
Oh,
the
you know what,
library
you
was
came
open.
after, what?
Well, the daycare was open when I came in,
Oh,
but it was locked.
Yeah, but see, when I came to the library, I think it was probably already open by
Yeah.
then.
I don't see why she couldn't have a key to the foyer.
It's
What-
just
there's
the
nothing
foyer.
there.
right.
It's fine with me.
You have keys to the other places,
I
right?
have keys
So the
to the door, the police station door.
Mhm. Yeah, so,
Yeah. The only other thing is the display case down at the store. We're still looking for that key.
Yeah,
That was another posting problem. I
Yeah.
couldn't get into the display case. It looked like nobody had gotten into the display case since 2004. That was the last
At the store or the
posting.
post office?
At the
store.
store. Post office I was able to get into.
Okay.
Sandy,
Sandy should have that key too.
Yeah, I don't think she does. She couldn't find it, or she never had it, or I can't really remember, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I think
But,
she
you
was
know what I
involved
found,
with
I
that,
just,
too.
what I did was I just tacked it to the, you know, the announcement board, and it's closer that people could see anyway, because it's right there.
It's not behind the other.
Right, because the other one's way down the other end of the store where, you know, that
Yeah, the
bulletin board is up.
cork board there, yeah.
Cork board, right, is right there as you enter in the door. I think probably that would be better anyway, just to, you know, tack it right to that.
Okay.
Do we need a motion for the FOIA keys?
No, I would just talk to
Just
Sandy.
talk to Sandy, all right, okay. All right, so I'll talk to Sandy tomorrow and try to get that for you.
It's too bad you hadn't mentioned it when Sandy was here, because
I
I'm
know.
taking care of it.
Yep.
But
Do you want to wait for Sheldon? We are done with our agenda.
Well, do you want to do your executive session? You can wait.
yeah, he should be here any minute, and like I said, this will only take minutes.
Yeah,
So
why
I'll
don't
make
we
a
do
motion
that?
that we go into executive session on a contractual matter.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Which the disclosure of, at this time, shall be, should be, could be detrimental to the town and the parties thereof and to our life. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
did ask,
Oh, sorry, I'm looking for my cell phone so I can, might have left it in my car. I couldn't have left it
Do
in
you
my
need
car.
a cell
I don't have
phone?
my car.
Do you need to call somebody?
No, I was gonna call Sheldon.
I sent him a text.
Oh, did you?
I thought he said he said, have a seat right there.
Okay, the board went into executive session on a contractual matter at 7:26, came out at 7:31. No action was taken. We're going to open the floor up to the Finance Committee, and they're going to give us a brief statement of something that they'd like to have, maybe us do.
You all got copies, right? I think Mike's
Their
in it.
mission and life.
Their mission in life, you want to look at mine with me?
Our mission. Or our mission as we were looking at to,
We'll all be, our next meeting, we're going to be all right up to date with everything,
Do you have an extra
right?
copy?
I
If you
just,
could email that back.
Here, you guys can, I haven't read it, so why don't you two go ahead and look at it.
I have two, but I thought it was in here.
I do have one. Oh, I do have two for some reason, I guess it was all into one. This is all the email, but we can share.
Yeah, I'll take mine, you guys can look at that one.
Well, would you like a short explanation?
Please.
Please.
Okay, since I'm sort of the,
He was the word.
And I'm sorry, because I didn't, everybody else had a name before they came here, but you all, I'd like you to meet our new secretary, Katrina Lawley, and if you would tell her your names, please, before you begin.
Linda Starr-Rapinski.
Good luck.
and Martin Langeveld.
Mary Lynn Shirley.
And now I bet you think O'Donnell is a pretty easy name, don't you?
Okay, please, Mark.
So basically, we were proceeding from the point that, you know, the Finance Committee has been appointed here basically to prepare a capital plan each year, which is, for all intents and purposes, it's a spreadsheet upkeep job and a little bit of interviewing, and then making a recommendation, which generally flies. But, you know, we're looking ahead and saying, okay, you know, nobody knows really. We have an interesting development today with the lawsuit being filed, but nobody knows if Vermont Yankee is going to be here after next year or not, paying its share of taxes. And we should have a plan, just in case. And so our suggestion is that, number one, is that we be assigned to work up a plan, a set of scenarios that look out 5 years, 10 years, and say, how do we sort of ease the blow, if that happens, and have a reasonable long-term transition, you know, to a post-VY basis for taxes and expenses. And the other thing that we suggest is that, you know, that the select board use the Finance Committee for advice from time to time when there are questions about expenses in specific areas, departments. There's 2 or 3 different ways to go. You know, have us look into it, have us analyze the different alternative solutions. And that we also, besides annually looking at the capital plan, that we also take a look at the whole budget and have any input on that. None of it is binding, all of it is advisory, but basically sort of looking at finance broadly rather than narrowly as far as the just the capital budget goes. And with, really for now, with the post-Vermont Yankee transition planning being the most important part. I
I thought it all was very, very interesting. I thought it was, I think it's an exceptional idea. The only thing that my question was, but you've answered that, and that was, you know, the binding part control, that the select board still has ultimate
Yeah,
control.
I think it says that.
Right.
It doesn't say that
Have
there's
to
any.
anyway,
Do you-
I mean, it's legal. The-
Yeah.
the select board has to make those
we work
decisions.
for you.
Right.
We just figured that there's a lot of things, I know from being on the board, there's a lot of things that need looking into,
Absolutely.
and people don't have the time to do it. So we could be assigned by the board, look at this for us, or look at that for us, or whatever, to help with the work. And then we would be coming to you and letting you know what we found out, so you can make decisions.
Sheldon Shippey is here as well. But he will not drag his chair up here.
I can talk just as well from there.
Okay.
Like, it's on there.
All right, if you think so. No, do you have anything?
No, and BY might get relicensed if everything goes through, you know, and if it does, fine. But if it doesn't,
I think
we
still
should
this
do
is a
so.
good idea.
We should
That's
have a
Still, we
plan.
can-
absolutely, I think
just
this
in
is great.
case.
Do you have a plan written up
Nothing.
completely?
Not
We
yet.
have nothing.
I think
We're
that I
waiting
would-
for you to
Give us the
decide
word and we
what
get
you
started.
Say.
Well, I've been saying for 10 years there should be a plan.
I do too. I think that, you know, if
Right,
you-
and you can always modify it and push
Mm-hmm.
the, I mean, as the circumstances happen, or the year changes. and-
Right.
I think the thing to do now for you all to just get that plan going and then present it to us, and then, you know, up for the board to either accept or decline it. I think it sounds like a fabulous idea.
Yeah, and I would note that, I mean, doing a plan like that is not a simple matter. There's a bunch of people we
Right.
gotta talk to. We gotta talk to the assessors, probably gotta talk
Right.
to the treasurer, probably gotta talk to you
Absolutely.
guys again. But that the target date for this would be December 31st for us
Mhm.
to have a
Mhm.
plan.
That sounds fantastic. It really does.
Now, just in case.
Mhm.
you know.
You know, the only thing I would ask,
And-
I know it's a lot of work. Obviously, from the positions that I've held, I really appreciate how much work this is. The only thing I would ask, though, is that you stay in contact with the select board during the process.
Oh, yeah.
Because we also have the tax committee that I
That's
just
what I was
reported
gonna
on.
ask you.
That, you know, is in some ways going in some of the same direction, but not really.
Right.
But, you know, our resources are so limited that it's, you know, it's crazy for us to all be doing the same things.
Well, that was one of our email conversations,
Yeah,
that
we
point
had
Sheldon
talked
had
about
brought
that.
up, that we don't want to duplicate somebody
We
else's
don't want to
efforts
be doing
either,
things
but-
you guys are doing. So that's why it's best if you tell us what you want us to do. And, you know, then we can work that way.
Because really the tax committee stabilization is more of how much money are we gonna be able to get
Keeping
from
the revenue
DUI
here, right.
and keep coming in, and that's information that we're gonna need to know.
Absolutely.
More what we're gonna be looking at as a budget is what are real needs and what are wants, and, you know,
Right.
what can we do to try to, you know, I think everybody, town employees, people who live here, everybody knows that if UI closes, there's gonna be a lot of things that we have that are niceties
Mhm.
that'll be going away. I mean, it's just, it's either
It's
that
inevitable.
or people's taxes are gonna
Mhm.
go to the point they can't afford to live in the town, so,
You
the
know-
only way to do it is to look at it and really have an eye of, you know, what is a want, what is nice to have, and what is an absolute must, and you don't necessarily have to get all the way to only having the musts, but
Mhm.
you gotta get to a point where the taxes people are paying
People have to
are worth
understand.
what they're
Absolutely.
getting.
Right.
And the taxpayer in town needs to understand what those decisions are gonna be when
Right.
town meeting comes along next year, because
Absolutely.
they're the ones that are gonna make the ultimate decisions.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Part of this would be, see, the select board years ago used to have each department in and go right straight through, you know, each line item with their budget and stuff like that, which barely even happens now.
That's how we did it when I was on the
Yeah,
board before.
and when I was treasurer, that's how we did it. I mean, they all came in and presented their own budget and so forth. But, and for them to, would probably come to you and you would, and explain to you what was going on, that sort of thing, and that would be a you know,
If
back to
that's
that.
what you want us
If
to
that's
do.
what the
We
select
could
board
do,
Yeah.
I mean,
wants.
pretty much
What
the
you
same way we've
Yeah.
done the capital
It's
plans.
it's
is by
however you,
Visiting
it's
departments.
what you
and-
guys, it's just trying to make, there's so much you're gonna have to be doing right now
Mm.
that you normally wouldn't be doing, and you're just.
Well, we have a
letting you
lot that
know.
never gets done, or it seems like it doesn't get
Right.
done, but it's not because we don't, you know,
Run out of
try, we
time.
just
I
doesn't
know.
have, it
It's only
seems
so-
like we don't.
There's only so much of you.
Yeah, no, I liked it, and I did think about budget time and that kind of thing. That would really, really be something.
Yeah, and I appreciate it because I've been, for the past